Hello, good afternoon. Sorry about that. It's difficult. A lot of stuff you can't test until you go live, so I was like quickly nipping through everything and seeing what I could test and what I couldn't. We did have some wins though. Let me just switch screens really quickly so I could actually see. There you go. Hello. Yeah, this is the thing that will not work. What is this? What's this nice black box doing on the side of my screen? I'll be honest, I'll probably just remove it for the day rather than trying to fix it while live, because I don't know. No text on screen, sorry. But I figure with the YouTube, actually, that's probably okay, because if you were to watch the VOD back, I think you see it with text. So I think it's okay. We might not actually need chat on screen, maybe. But yes, we got that. Hello, I hope you're doing well. That's the trash that won't work. And then we've got things that do work though. Is it says that I'm gone live on Discord, which is really good. So it looks like I'm streaming. Nice. Second thing that worked is we do have alerts now, and very kindly somebody accidentally tested it for me. Somebody subscribed as I was setting up, so thank you very much. I'm not going to call you out who you were, but I do appreciate it because it pinged it right after I said it, so like that was great. So we have had some successes, even if the chat box is just, I don't know, it's not happening. It's not happening and I don't know how to fix it. I think actually that might mean that it'll be on this screen. Yeah, let me just, we pretend, there you go. Pretend that hasn't happened. Since I last saw you, I want to say 3 hours ago, I've managed to spill salad dressing on myself, but I did also eat a salad, so that was pretty good. That was pretty top tier. I enjoyed that. I didn't enjoy spilling salad dressing on myself, but we live. I was going to change my trousers and I forgot, so we'll just live in it. Why not? I don't think anyone in my audience expects better from me, to be honest. We're going to be making the cake today though, which I'm very, very excited about. It's quite big. I don't know if the holding it up before really gave a good example of just how large this is. It's pretty big. Like, look how big that skull is down there. So it's a pretty big cape. Hopefully that kind of gets it across because I don't want to stand up. But yeah, we're going to be embroidering, oh god, over the whole thing. Probably starting at the top and maybe making my way down. Heck, a salad, nice. I just don't fancy eating much else when it gets warm. It's very warm at the moment. It's warm here, so salad time it is. One thing I will show you actually. I'll be a little bit nice and I'll show you a little behind this. Ooh! I have my recycling to one side. That was a mistake. My bottles for recycling. Don't you dare knock them down. Yeah, I've been trying to keep them separate so that I can recycle from this room. Unfortunately, most of the stuff we're streaming, like all of the fabric, I can't recycle any of that. I just kind of have to recycle it myself if I want to. What touched me there? I felt that. So it's something sharp in my chair, but it's okay, we'll live. No, what I wanted to show you really quickly was the back, and I don't know how well you'll be able to see this. There's like little lines of stitches on it in purple. Like there, like there. Those are what's holding this back piece of fabric to the front. The reason that I've done that is for stability. I basically have just used it like a piece of interfacing. The fabric itself is waterproof. Is the music a bit loud? Have I gone too hype on the calm music? Maybe. So yes, what I'll do is I'll move it to the other screen really quickly. There you go. So this is like slightly waterproof. You can kind of see it because it's like a bit crinkly and weird. That was on purpose. I did want a slightly waterproof fabric because considering how long I'm going to be working on it, I don't trust myself to not spill anything on it at any point. Like, I don't know. So we've gone slightly waterproof. It's only like a little bit thicker than regular fabric, to be fair, and I don't think that'll be too bad. But I wanted to protect all of these pieces while we're embroidering them. And you can kind of see the size and scale of it, of how big these are. Anime, good morning. Oh, good afternoon even. Sorry, it is no longer the morning. Good afternoon. Let me just move my phone up here so that I can move my mouse over to the side a bit more. There you go. There you go. Not that I really need my mouse while I'm live, but you know. So we have this. This is our cape base. Then what we're going to be doing, I have actually moved some threads to one side. I've been buying like bumper multi-packs of embroidery threads. So the plan is to be like, oh, say we want to start on this bit, let me find a thread that matches it and then we'll just go. Maybe we want to do some of the bits that are closer to the stars. Oh, let's find some matching threads and put that in there. So the idea is that we're going to copy the base fabric, which is why I printed onto it, and just go over the top of it. Now we are going to be doing this in Van Gogh Starry Night kind of fashion. So we're going to be doing lots of circles around all the stars, having things going in swirls. So the embroidery, the nice thing as well about this being a erasable fabric is I can doodle on it. I don't have to worry. But like, we'll have it like swirling around these bits and like following those patterns along, and then, you know, basically just moving around Starry Night-esque style. And the stars themselves, I'm just going to keep them embroidered. Originally I was thinking about printing piece out for them, but I think that'll make them too thick. And I do want to keep it relatively, like, I'll put beads in, but probably only seed beads. Keep things kind of small, keep things kind of light. And, well, I say kind of light, this is going to be very heavy when it's done. But yes, that is the plan. I have quite a few embroidery threads. I have a feeling I'm going to need more, but I can show you what I've got at least. Which is, I got this bumper pack, which is like, got a lot of layers of different colours. I don't imagine we'll use all of these colours. This is generally a bit more cool coloured. So I think we'll use some, probably not all of them. I have all of my leftover threads from various projects. I'm not sure what from, but there's stuff in here. At the bottom, if I flip this around, sorry, you have to excuse me, I do have a slightly limited camera space. But if I flip this around, you can see at the bottom, it's upside down right now. But we have like a upside down skull right here, but we do have a bit more color variation near the bottom. So near the bottom, there's more yellows, more blues and greens and stuff like that. I am currently planning to work my way from the top. I might actually, 2 seconds, let me just hide you really quickly. I just want to move something really quick because I think I could probably do with putting my mouse on the other desk. 2 secs. There we go, there we go. Sorry, I just wanted to move a couple bits around. I just figured that, like, oh, and there goes my mouse pad. I figure it would be nice if I could still use my mouse. I just need to move some of my paints around because I have all of my paints over on this side. There you go. That's a better. That's a better. It's not the most comfortable, but at least I don't have to worry about clicking anything. But yeah. So this will get to. I'm planning to start near the top and I want to do some outlining just to really get like the 2 layers of fabric stuck to each other. But yeah, I'm very excited about this bit. It's really cool. It's huge. It's absolutely massive, but I guess it's a cape, so it's not meant to be a small piece of fabric. I could start near the corner, but I think I'd like to tackle something a bit easier first. Maybe this corner, because this doesn't have too much going on. I'll probably come back and add the stars as like beads, so don't worry about these small spots. We can work on those later. Right, I do need a needle. This is going to be half the stream. I think it's going to be me struggling to thread a regular size needle with embroidery thread, which to be fair is kind of hard. All right, so I did find some colors. Like I said, I did separate some colors in advance that I thought would be good to use. There's like this really dark blue that I quite like. That might work better for the inside, mightn't it? I got a dark purple too, but I think it's a bit too warm for this bit. I think that would be better like on another bit, which is a bit warmer, to be honest. It doesn't need to be 100% matching, it's just like a guide, really. Because I guess I would rather use the stuff that I have than just continuously keep buying new stuff. The pinks are going to be too light for now. This one, I love it. It's got like a little glow to it, this one, but it's too light for now. I think probably I'll stick with these two. I think I'll start with a dark blue, which honestly is a bit weird what's happened with this. But yeah, okay. So far, honestly, could be worse. Could be worse. The stream delay is a bit of a butt, to be honest. I don't think there's any way of fixing that. That's just how the YouTubes are. I'll get used to it, I'm sure. But like, I'm so used to people typing things and me seeing it like 5 seconds later. For anyone who's not aware, you're on like a 30-second delay for me. So if I don't respond to you very quickly, that's why. It'd be that sneaky 30-second delay, and I have turned delay off. So that is the minimum delay that I'm able to get. And I don't know if that's just because I'm like not affiliated with YouTube. Maybe that's something that I could make better. But as it is right now, that is the best I can get. The very best. I might also, just for a little bit, put the aircon on. It's quite warm. 27 degrees in here right now, it says. It is pretty warm. I think today was meant to be like a hot day though. I can move the mic a little way from it as well, so hopefully it doesn't pick it up so badly. I think it will pick it up a little bit, but we'll do our best. So yeah, I'm gonna start with going around the outside of places. So like going around the edge with the darker color and starting to fill it in like that. I do want there to be color variant throughout it. 30 seconds, but we need attention now. I'm sorry. Whenever I see a message pop in, I'll try and react to it as soon as I see it. But yeah, I'm so sorry. I don't know what to do. That's what YouTube says. YouTube says wait 30 seconds actually. I'll start up here actually. Ooh. Nice thick thread. There you go. Nice. And we're actually going to do, similar to the Celeste, we're actually going to do quite long stitches. So we're not looking to do lots of small neat ones. We're looking to do kind of big flowing stitches. And overlap them a little bit and have them kind of mix and match a bit, use some different colors, all that kind of thing. Yeah, like the Celeste piece. I should maybe get a picture of, if I can't have chat on the screen, maybe I should put like a little picture of the Celeste up in the corner so that people who are maybe a bit newer know what I'm talking about when I say like similar to the style of the Celeste piece. Even regulars don't necessarily know what I mean there. There we go. So yeah, by using the slightly longer ones, it'll just make it look like it's flowing a little bit more. I'm actually going to go back now and start filling that space in a bit because I don't think that I'd want the first bit to be too much different colors. I want it to be like a bit more all the samey. There we go. I probably actually will also, I was looking at this yesterday while I was off stream. I think there's a fair chance that I will edit the top shape so it's a bit more curved. So there's probably going to be some bits that we do end up stitching that I'll end up trimming off. But I figured until it was done, let's just do all of it because then I can decide later on if I want to trim it once it's done and like I'm fitting it to the rest of the costume. If I haven't got the rest of the costume finished yet, it feels a little preemptive to trim this straight away. Okay. And through there. And then through here. To be fair, how long did that take? I don't think that long. This very small part of the larger piece, maybe it won't be too bad, eh? Oh, dear. I've been so excited to do this, to be fair. I do think it's a little darker than the original color. If anything, actually, it almost matches the color of this one a bit better. But I think I might use like more of a, I might actually purchase a darker color for that bit if I don't have one already. So I do think I want it to be quite bold and darker. So I might just keep going around the outline for now, and then we'll come back and think about that later. Yeah, I think because the stitches are bigger, it actually won't take, well, no, it will still take a really long time. I'm not gonna fool myself that much. It's still gonna be like a super slow process. But maybe it won't take quite as long as I'm afraid of, because we're doing nice big filling stitches. I probably put some sequins in it as well, in places. I haven't decided exactly which places yet, but some places. Well, has the music got quieter now? Colder? Not the right way of putting it. We need a little bit more. There we go. So I'm looking at my noise levels and it suddenly dipped a ton. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't have my regular playlist because embarrassingly, my regular playlist for music is on my alt account, which I don't stream with. I just have it for like, you know, chilling and checking people out. So I'm going to need to remake a stream playlist for YouTube so that I can access it, because once I'm logged into this account, I can't access my old playlist. It was a rookie mistake there. It's okay. I understand. I know what I need to fix. Okay. And the plan is, ideally, at least every time I change thread, or maybe every other time I change thread, I would like to change color just to start incorporating other colors into it. It's very easy, I think, to get into the idea of just blocking it and like doing all the same color constantly. I don't want to get sucked into that. I don't want to get trapped into that. I want to use other colors and layer things and have little wisps. Again, very Starry Night-esque. Have little wisps coming in and out. I'm also not too worried about the edge shading because I might just go over that with an airbrush, which I know is cheating, but sue me, it's my costume. Might just go over with an airbrush rather than spending all that time just slowly adding slightly darker tones just at the edges. I don't think that sounds very exciting, so I'm not gonna do it. There we go. And here. It's nice to be doing this again, honestly, even though it is so big. What? There we go. I would say as well, it's easier to sew through than I was worried it was going to be. Like, we were talking about this earlier this morning, but like, I was worried that it was going to really, really hurt my hands going through this. And actually, it's not that bad. But the worst bit is the leaning over. I wonder if this might... I kind of need to be a bit taller, but my chair doesn't go any taller than this. Yeah. The worst bit's going to be the leaning over. Oh my god, is that a sleeves? Good afternoon, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my massive cape project. I hope you're doing good. We've just started embroidering it. So what we're doing is we're going to be adding layers and layers and layers of embroidery and like lots of different colors and stuff like that. And making Starry Night, but it's themed around the Boiling Isles. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I know it's going to be like a really, really slow project and it's going to take a really, really long time. But I am excited to be starting it. Hell yeah. Also, once again, I apologize. YouTube has like a 30-second delay, so when you type, I don't see it for a while. I'm sorry. This is one of the downsides of YouTube, I suppose. But I'm also not sure if that might get better when you get affiliated, maybe. Potentially you'll have more flexibility, I'm not sure. And then... I want to leave like a little gap there because I actually want to fill that in with another color. And just start going down again. I'm also very aware that I'm going to have to buy a lot more thread than I currently have. I'm kind of okay with that though. Since I'm getting more into embroidery, I feel like even if I have some leftovers, I could probably use them. Okay. Would it be easier if you used an embroidery frame? The pieces... You see how big this piece is? No. 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 The thing is, it's made out of, I don't know if you can see the fabric, kind of. It's a very stiff fabric, so it doesn't really reduce in size when you stitch into it because it's basically like a piece of waterproof fabric. With thinner fabrics, they can like reduce and like flex and look weird. And that's why you use like hoops and frames and all that. But with these really stiff fabrics or like felt and like this, it doesn't really make a difference because the fabric is so stiff anyway that it doesn't get that warped kind of look. Yeah. Hence why I'm always embroidering into felt and thicker fabrics because I just don't want it to warp and I'm lazy. Oh dear. I will say though, I think you can get away with a lot with these bigger costumes, like using thicker fabrics and stuff like that. I think you can get away with it because they're always going to end up really thick and really heavy and stuff like that anyway, so why not? What's weird is that I have like a full wooden embroidery frame and I have like, how many hoops? So many hoops. Many hoops. I never need them. I keep doing projects that don't require those materials. I mean, that is on me. That is on me not making the most out of the materials that I currently have. But yes. Happy days. Okay, I get cramp. Oh, really? To be fair, this is I'm actually, I don't know if you can see, I'm holding the fabric up with my knee. So I can take both hands off. And as long as my chair doesn't decide to spin, the fabric won't move. Yeah, I'm not holding the fabric at all. My knee is. But again, I guess that's the benefit of using a really, really big piece of fabric. You can use your knee to hold it in place because the fabric do be big. All right. There we go. I can probably get a couple of extra bits in. Should I fill in here maybe? There we go. A Q frame might work with that fabric though. Is that one of the ones with the stands? I do have one of those. The thing is, it's not a very good fabric for putting in a hoop. I mean, I'm happy to show you why I wouldn't put this fabric in a hoop if you would like a full explanation. It's really not fun fabric to hoop. Oh, 2 seconds, I'm tying off anyway, so I can show you here. So this is, the fabric type is, how to describe the feeling to you? Greenhouse fabric. Like if you have like a plastic greenhouse, that's what this fabric is like. Which I did do on purpose. I, pay a little extra to have it printed on this. The reason I wouldn't put this type of fabric in any kind of hoop is because it can actually damage the fabric. I'm not too worried about it if it does damage it because, yeah, a PVC pipe frame. I have another one of those over there. But I'm gonna use this one because this isn't part of a huge frame. So basically, because it's basically like a piece of plastic with paint on it, if you do anything really tight and leave it for a long time, I might be able to get it to do it just from this, to be honest. It will just rub the paint off. Oh no, I'm not. Come on. How tight do you need to be? Very, very loose to be fair. That's on me. It's plastic. I'm effectively doing painted plastic. I'm just seeing if I can get any bits to, oh yeah, there goes a bit. I literally have just been slightly putting it in and like there's a little bit of white there now. It just rips the paint off because it's basically painted fabric. That's why it's not a very good idea to put it in a hoop. But let's see if I get a proper ring out of this. And I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried if it does ring because I'm using it as a base. So if it does get a big mark on it, it's not really a problem. But let's say I did that and I tightened it in so it can't move. You get a nice little puckered bit. Run around a bit, see if I can get any marks going. So there's a little bit coming off there. There's a few other bits now coming off here. And that's from being in a ring for 10 seconds. And that is why it is not a very good idea to put this kind of fabric in any kind of ring. But obviously for me it doesn't really matter. And also you're not going to get very much puckering because it's such a stiff plasticky fabric anyway. So I could just give it an iron and a steam afterwards and it'll be fine. Do not worry. I'm sure you're not going to be the only person asking why I don't have my embroidery fabric in a frame. But now you can tell people. And the reason Jelly doesn't have her embroidery fabric in a frame is because it damages the fabric. Weirdly, I've worked with this kind of fabric a lot. I think because I'm often cutting corners and making things cheaper, so it's probably my own fault. But yeah, I've had quite a few experiences working with this sort of fabric, so I'm quite used to it. And it's quirks. It's quirks and little weird things that it does. And one of them is it sheds paint like nothing else. Which is fun. It's fun. I like it. It's a nice little challenge, huh? But yeah, and it's also very cheap. Yeah, normally I would use an embroidery frame. I mean, we used it for all of Mateus. I think it's just like, how do you put it? Different things for different situations, right? Yeah. There you go. I hope that's put your mind at ease. I won't know for another 30 seconds, but I hope that it's put your mind at ease, that I do semi-know what I'm doing with this fabric in particular. Actually, no, I take it back. You shouldn't put your mind at ease. I don't know what I'm doing with any fabric. Don't be fooled. Always question. There we go. I'm gonna go over this bit at the top. So I'm like doing a really big jump here, and I want to get some of this bit covered. This is my initial tacking, holding it to the purple on the back because I just wanted a little bit of extra fabric. Because it's plasticky, if you don't back it on anything, it can rip around the stitches, which won't happen the more that I work into it. But at the beginning, it can. So I've just tacked it to a piece of purple on the back so that if it does try and rip, it doesn't distort the whole thing. Oh dear. Ooh. Okay, I should probably turn that off now. Oh, but it feels really... Okay, keep it a little bit longer, The aircon is feeling really, really nice right now, to be honest. Oh dear. be fair, with this fabric especially, I kind of expect that I'll knock some of the paint off just by working on it anyway. Like, I'll scrape the needle against it and let's see if I can... Oh, it doesn't really show up, but you can kind of just scratch some of the paint off just by working on it. It's not very good for the longevity, but it's great as like this. Attack the fabric! Yeah, I was attacking the fabric behind the scenes yesterday, but I had to do it off stream to make sure that no one thought I was a violent or aggressive person. Wow. Here we go. Alright, I'm actually going to go kind of far with this one. I might take it a lot of the way around. Hell yeah. It's so cool. It's already so cool. I'm already very happy. Amazonia Cosplay, by the way, has been hounding me to get more hoops for the longest time, and I keep being like, nah. I'm just gonna keep embroidering fabrics that can't go in hoops without getting damaged. To be fair, I might actually put a hoop on it for these bits because they're gonna be quite stitch intensive, and it'd be nice to have that focus point more than anything. But the majority of it, nah. It's a nice stiff fabric. I'm not too worried. But maybe those bits just so I have it for focusing. I don't really want to tackle a star straight away because I'm a bit nervous about it. Because they're a bit... they're kind of focal points. Oh no, is that a knot? Oh no. Oh dear. Wait, is that a knot on a knot? A double knot? A fabled double knot. Now we definitely need the air conditioning on because it's getting warm in here. Get that under there. And pull the first bit out. There you go, that's the first knot fixed. Now can we fix this second knot? Let's see, what exactly is this knot? Is it this bit through there? Yes, and then what's happened here? It's this bit. I see. Can I pull that bit through? Oh dear. If I could pull that bit through there? Maybe? Oh. It's difficult to see, honestly. I think I see what needs to happen. I think I see what needs to be done. It's just the doing it that's hard, you know? As with many things. Aha! There you go. Aha! Nice. Yes. Win! A win! Hello! Is it one of those secrets who's crafty? Welcome on in. Kind of. Except that everyone knows about what I'm doing over here now because I'm just terrible at keeping secrets. Use a cruise frame you can get under the clips and it would all be okay. But it's okay anyway! And I've already told you why I can't do it. Sleeves! Oh dear. Knots are my favourite part of embroidery. Same. I like them a lot as well. Oh dear. Happy sneaky afternoon. Happy sneaky afternoon stream. Oh dear. I'm gonna go the whole way across here, I think. Just because I think I want slightly warmer hair. Oh yes, also yes, to everyone coming in, heads up, because I normally try and be quite quick at responding to messages in chat. On YouTube there's a 30-second delay. I can't remove it. I am assuming maybe it's one of those things that if you become a... an affiliate, you might have more flexibility over, but I do not have the flexibility right now. I am a lowly whatever you call it on YouTube. Just a standard streamer maybe. Oh dear. There we go. Yeah, I kind of wish we had pinned comments so I could pin it at the top of as a comment like, hey, heads up, 30-second stream delay. So if I don't respond to you immediately, I'm really sorry. It's not on purpose. It's just the way that YouTube is operating with its streams. And I expect it's to do with like, the thing is, I struggle to get mad at it because it's probably to do with like maybe a streamer in the past has been harassed and they need the delay to make sure the moderators can do their work and stuff like that. I feel like a lot of the time when there's things where you're like, this is a weird feature, it's normally to do with like trying to protect someone. So it doesn't make me too mad at all, to be honest. It's just I don't want people to think I'm ignoring them for ages before they come in. Or while they're coming in, I guess. Not before they come in. It'd be impressive if I could greet you before you were even here. The day is fine. I'm just trying to fix my mistakes. Oh, bless you. You've got this, I believe. Hell yeah. Oh, dear. I hope that it's not too expensive in money and time to fix. Yes. Oh, dear. Also, if anybody, I meant to ask this earlier on Twitch, but I'll ask it here and then I'll probably try and remember to ask it tomorrow when I stream. If anyone knows any streamers who stream on YouTube more, I'd love to get to know them, especially if they do arts or crafts. Because I've been trying to find arts and crafts communities that aren't like, you know, replays and corporations and stuff, and it's kind of hard. I think they exist here. It's just the discoverability is like awful. Excuse me. So yeah, I've been trying to keep an eye out for any live streamers. So if you do happen to know someone that you would personally recommend that you enjoy their streams of, I'd love to know. I hope not. I don't want to rebuy this fabric. Oh god. Yeah, that is not a good position to be in. Good luck. I also hope that you do not have to rebuy the fabric. What? There we go. And it's exciting because first of all, it's a different part of the costume, but also I kind of know how this is going to end up looking, and I'm very excited to see it. I'm very excited to see it. I will say the embroidery thread looks a lot darker. I'm wondering if that's because of the shine on the fabric, because the embroidery thread looks it looks pretty dark comparatively, doesn't it? Ah, it's fine. It'll be a dark embroidery. Very dark. I am tempted to back it onto some felt as well, to be honest. Just so it's like really, really thick, but then I guess I can't do as much with it. Maybe it'd be best to back it onto felt afterwards. But felt though, 10 out of 10 do love felt. I know one person, oh really? Oh yeah, do you have their YouTube name? Out of interest? You can, if you don't want to put it publicly, you can always DM it me. Oh, there you go. What the door? More lines, more texture. Oh dear. Given a choice, I might have to say sorry, pick a different gift, lol. But I want the fabric you're using. Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, that's very annoying. I'm sure most of us are there with you. We've all had incidences that have like ruined fabric for one reason or another. Very sad. When I spilled tomato sauce or pasta sauce specifically on my Mateus cosplay, I did it off stream, thankfully. I had like a mini oh no. It has taught me to always consider waterproof fabric because I am a very messy person. And knowing that I'm a messy person means I now plan for me just spilling my entire drink all over my costume. Which I would rather not do, but still. Oh dear. Although the art they make is for animated series, oh, so spoilery. That's fine, right? People just won't watch it if they don't want the spoilers, I'm assuming. There we go. Da. Oh. Yeah, this is relatively cheap thread. Don't know if you can tell by the fact that I bought it in like a multi-pack of 100. Relatively cheap thread. It's not that bad, but it splits apart a little easier, which means it's gonna knot a bit easier. I'm kind of okay with that though. I kind of almost want to incorporate like some little knots in it. But I might go back and do that once it's fully embroidered, I think. But I don't know, I kind of like the idea of there being little rows of knots going along whatchamacallit? The swish. The swish is not a technical term, but you get what I mean. The swish of the sky. Also, yeah, back to the previous topic. Nobody tell Amazonia that I'm not using a hoop because she will flip, and I there's good reason I'm not using a hoop, but that sometimes doesn't seem to matter. She will flip. Nobody tell her. That's now my secret. My secret is that I'm not using a hoop, and I refuse to use a hoop because I need to be able to see. I might use it near the end, but for the beginning-y bits, I'll just steam it if it gets a bit wrinkly. Oh dear. No one tell her. No one tell her. It's a secret. No one snitch. If I fess up, I managed a sleepy state to try to mess up the collar and catch the back of it on waterproof fabric, and I'm crying. Oh god. Maybe if it's going that bad, I know that you probably have a deadline, but maybe take a little break. have yourself like a good drink. Don't look at it for a minute and then come back to it with a clear mind, because I don't know about you, but when I'm struggling, when I'm having like a moment where nothing is going right and everything's breaking, it can be very difficult to try and work out what your next most logical steps are. Maybe you're a more logical thinker than I am, but if you can, maybe taking a little break from it, even if it's got a short deadline, taking a little break and having like a biscuit maybe, and wrap yourself in a blanket for a while. If you have a favorite song that you listen to when you're stressed. Because yeah, otherwise the option you pick might not actually be the best option. It'll just be your stress picking the option. An alcoholic drink? Probably not an alcoholic drink. Like, I'm all up for having a drink now and then, but I think when you're really stressed out already, I can only imagine that's gonna make it worse. I was more thinking like a cup of tea and a biscuit and maybe some slice of cake if you're fancy. I mean, in the UK at the very least, we're getting pretty close to, I would say, 3:30 to 4 o'clock. That's pretty good afternoon tea time, right? Like, you would be bang on time for a nice cup of tea. But it is kind of warm, so maybe squash should be more comfortable. All right, tie it off. Next color. I might do some of the, do I want to do some of the dark color? Do I want to do some of the light color? Maybe a light color one. No, actually, let's go back to the dark color again. Come on. If you could pick up a little bit, thank you. That's my fault for not leaving very much thread to tie the knot with. I just don't like wasting the thread. I want to use all of it. I'm also not worried about the back wrinkling because this is not the actual back of the fabric. I'm just using it for support. Just on the off chance that I rip this waterproof fabric, you know? It can happen. It happens. It happens to the best of us. All right. Maybe it's pucking a little bit, actually. I'm surprised it's puckering even that much. I'm not really worried about it, though. I'm not worried at all. I probably should be more worried. I should be being a better seamstress and I should worry more, but I refuse. I refuse. I'll actually just relax. Oh dear. I'm up for all of that. Someone bring me cake. Lol, yes, it is a good time for tea. I mean, that's what I tend to recommend. I must admit, I'm not always the best and I often do panic stuff. But the stuff I do when I'm panicking is never as good as if I just sat down and like not looked at something else for a little while, you know? So even though I'm being a bit of a hypocrite because I'm terrible for panicking, I would still take a break personally. I'm also actually, you're gonna face me, hey, for a second, because I'm going to hold this really close to my face. So you won't see it on the desk anyway. I just need to stretch my back backwards a little bit because I'm leaning over too much. It's not hurting yet, but you know, we're getting to the stage where it could start hurting. So we're gonna do some not flat on the desk work, you know? We're gonna be good beans and we're gonna stretch our back out a little bit. Oh dear. I have a slice of, that sounds good. I would like a slice of fresh warm bread. Oh my god. That sounds amazing. I love fresh bread. Fresh bread is, I don't get it very often, to be honest. But whenever I've had it, oh my god. My family used to bake a lot of bread and it was always fantastic. Probably biased because I grew up eating it, so I think when you have that nostalgia, I probably should use a hoop if I'm not doing it flat though, shouldn't I? I don't want to use a hoop. It's gonna damage my fabric. No, I refuse. I should use a hoop at this stage, to be clear, because I'm not lying it flat on the desk, so I can't see what the tension is like. So I should use a hoop, but the fabric says nah, just suffer. And it's like, okay, fabric, you the boss. You tell me to suffer, I'll suffer for you. Does it make a satisfying pop noise when I go through the fabric? Because it's sounding to my ears like it does. Craft goblin time. It is craft goblin time. It's sitting like this and sewing. Again, nobody tell anyone that I'm not using a hoop because I definitely should be. But it's okay, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just manage the tension myself. Hoop now, Jenny. No. I'm just gonna manage. I'm just gonna manage actually, I think. I just don't want to because I know what will happen. It'll make these big white rings. And I don't want big white rings on it. Not when I still need it. Like further along, sure, but at least let me get my base design in first. Like, let me get my outlines and like some of the edge stuff done, and then maybe I'll consider using a hoop. I have an hour till the bakery shuts. Oh, that's just enough time to take a break and get some cake, I think. Hell yeah. The name is, oh, thank you! I appreciate it. Jay, oh, wait, my thing is over here. Oh, they do Flash. Nice. Oh, hell yeah, they do live streams. Ah, oh, sick. Oh god, sorry, that's a channel trailer. Ah, oh, nice. Oh yeah, I would like to check out more people that do spend the time going live on YouTube. Hell yeah, that's sick. Thank you. Ah, oh, dear. Just thought, you're good at embroidery. How would you recommend I start to learn? Oh, not from me. I do everything that embroidery people tell you should not do. If you want to pick up some really bad habits, I'm your girl. I can teach you all the bad habits in the book. All the things they tell you shouldn't be doing. That's me. Otherwise, depending on what you're interested in, really, there are a lot of embroidery kits. There's like some really good ones where they'll teach you lots of embroidery stitches. There are also like cross-stitching kits if you just kind of want to try your hand and not take it on anything too time-consuming. I think both are good depending on what you're wanting to learn. There's also some very talented beans on Twitch who consistently and regularly do really good embroidery. That's always an option if you wanna learn from watching. I think honestly, embroidery is one of those good ones because even the kits are not too expensive. And once you go into buying the individual strands, it's actually relatively cheap. Like, yes, it adds up. So no hoop. No, definitely you should use a hoop. Don't listen to me. You should definitely use a hoop. And I am giving you a terrible example of what you should be doing. Don't listen to me. I'm giving bad advice. Oh dear. I want to be able to make pretty garments. Aw, hell yeah. The most annoying thing about YouTube is that it won't minimize. Will it not? Oh, I'm sorry to hear. That actually is pretty bad. That's pretty bad. You can get good cheap embroidery. You can. Oh dear. I love that art and they inspired me to do it too. Oh, that's heckin' lovely. No, definitely use a hoop. Do not learn from me. Use a hoop. Oh. There we go. Stretch it out a bit. Nice. Use a hoop. Maybe get an embroidery kit. A lot of embroidery kits will come with hoops anyway, so you then won't have to buy a hoop separately. You'll just have one that comes which is the right size for your kit. And then over time, if you do like a few embroidery kits, you'll like get a little collection of hoops. I have personally collected hoops over time. I've actually split some hoops before for putting fabric that's too thick into it, which is a very cosplay kind of problem, where you put fabric in that's just too thick and you split your hoop. Love that. That's my favorite. It is looking very cool. Not that you can really see it, I'm so sorry. It's just I need to stretch like backwards, not forwards, backwards. My poor old back. It's probably my neck actually, isn't it, if I'm like leaning forward? Maybe it's my neck, not my back. Oh dear. Angie, welcome on in! Just switched to PC. Oh, bless you! I hope you're doing good. Good afternoon. Not good morning. I'm getting so used to saying good morning, I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot. Dear, cross stitch I can do. I want real embroidery because I've sat and watched Amazonia. Yeah, Amazonia. I was gonna say that's a good example of a very talented streamer who does embroidery. Amazonia actually did some embroidery kits. I know they're sold out right now, but I wouldn't be surprised considering how popular they were if she restocked them. So if you check out her Etsy, you could always send her a follow and then you could buy one of her embroidery kits, and they do a lot of the more complicated stitching to make like beautiful designs and stuff. It's an option. It's an option. Ah, dear me, who will do embroidery hoop with... Yeah. Embroidery hoop without a hoop for my cape. I should definitely be using a hoop, but I refuse. I refuse, and instead I will just have a wibbly wobbly fabric cape. Hell yeah. At least at the edge up here it will be while I'm working on it like this. The bit before was good, because I can use that. I've done that before. It's just when I bring it up like this, it's like, oh yes, I see that wibbly wobbly. Doing alright, thanks. I've been squeezing lemons, stopping for the day my hands. Oh, bless you. God, you must have been working really hard. Heck. Yeah, you should take a break. Take a little break. Everyone should take a break. I mean, me taking a break kind of is this, but yeah, I'm also taking a break. I'm taking a break while I'm here. This is my break. Oh, really? To Etsy? Yeah, they did like a really beautiful pomegranate one. I actually intended to buy one and do it on stream because I kind of wanted to like show off some of the stuff they were making, and they literally sold out within like hours. So they sold out before I got a chance to purchase one for myself. But I had actually intended to buy one of their embroidery kits specifically so I could do it on stream and like show it off a bit. But they were just too popular, but you know what? That's not the worst thing in the world. I'm glad they were as popular as they were. Oh dear. I've already cut the fabric so it won't fit. Hey, you can join me in hooplessness then. Absolute hoopless territory. But you just have to be really, really careful to not make the fabric warp too much. Although I'll be honest, this is, again, it is a very plasticky fabric. I'm not too concerned. I'll live. Oh dear, it's too small. Oh, yours is the opposite issue then. Although mine isn't really an issue of it being too big, it's more of an issue of what the fabric is made out of, because it just tends to rip and look a bit grim. Oh, did I pull in? I did. I'm gonna pull that in. There you go. Piano, piano, piano. I'm gonna put the aircon back on again. I'm sorry. It's really heating up in here. How hot is it meant to be right now? I know it was meant to be a warm day. How hot is it? Oh, it's 26. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, it's always like 5 degrees hotter in this room. It's been so chill recently. I'm honestly forgetting that it's summer. I was having quite a good time in that chill streak we were having. I guess it had to come back at some point. Yeah, I've just been sat here like, man, it's hot. Why is it so hot? What have I been doing? Is it my PC? Nah, it's just the British weather. It's all good. It's not me. It's the UK. There we go. I can probably get a couple more stitches in. I am going very small now with my thread. There you go. Nice. And let's tie that off quickly. Oh dear, I'm on 24. It's pretty warm for you as well then. Yeah, it's meant to be 26 degrees outside until about 7 o'clock this evening from the sounds of it. So it's going to be warm for a little while, unfortunately. Oh dear. Same 2 days ago we had a storm and it was cold. Yeah, it was nice. We had some like actual reasonably heated weather. So look, more. Hell yeah. I actually would like to do a lighter purple and do a streak through it. Oh, do I want to do warm purple streak through it? No, let's do a warm purple streak. Is this the darkest purple I have? No, warmer purple, stay at the top. I'm doing this purple. Anyone watching the Sewing Bee? Because I've somehow got 6 dressing gowns to make. Oh my god. I am not watching the Sewing Bee. I find it's too stressful for me. I need to watch it with someone else. So if nobody I know is watching it, I don't watch it. Because yeah, I can't watch it on my own. I get way too stressed out. I just went up with my old account. I'm surprised you recognized me. Well, as soon as you said you were squeezing lemons, I was like, I know who that is. I know who's doing all the food production stuff right now. Oh dear. You're all good, don't worry about it. I got it. Anyone? Oh, see. Oh dear, I miss the cool weather. Yeah, I can't watch Sewing Bee on my own. I literally just get too stressed out. I just want everyone to do well, and I know not everyone is going to do well. Like, there's always going to be someone who has like an absolute mare, and it goes wrong for them, and I just can't watch. It really gets to me. I really struggle watching that. If I'm with someone, I'll watch it, but it's just, yeah, on my own, nah. I'm the same with Bake Off. I can't watch Bake Off unless there's someone else with me. So if nobody I know is watching it, I just don't watch it because it stresses me out too much. I just want them all to have good weeks every single week. Where's my pliers? I put them to one side, didn't I? Those are my threads. Did I put them over here? No. Where did I put my pliers? Have I been using them and then moving them around? Maybe. I have these little like jewelry pliers that are really good. If I can get the... There you go. They're really good for if the needle gets like a bit stuck in the fabric. But I do need to know where they are so that I could use them. Which is weird, because I would have thought I've been putting them away with my scissors, see? It doesn't look like they're in there, nor are they there. God, where I put them? Oh no, my pliers! Are they on the floor somewhere? I might have swept them off the desk. That's always a shot. Not over there, is it? No. I mean, they're not huge, but they're not that small. Oh, they're up there. There we go. See my pliers. There we are. Hell yes. Oh dear. I need them. Sometimes you know when you're having a nice chill time embroidering and then you just really need your pliers. I really need my little jewelry pliers so that I can pull it through any of the thick parts where I get stuck on stitching. I see that plus the time limits give me anxiety. Yeah, like I need someone to sit there with me and like hold my hand as we watch Sewing Bee or Bake Off together. I just can't do it, man. It's yeah. I like the show and the pottery throwdown. I like that one as well. But I need someone to watch it with me, and if no one is watching it, I just can't. I just can't. Ah, dear. You know, we weren't all built the same. Some of us are built with an inability to handle other people's stressful situations. We can handle our own. I'm not too bad at dealing with my own stressful situations, but when it comes to watching other people's, nah, doesn't sit right with me, you know? What? To be fair, I could actually focus doing the outside because I could put rings on the middle bit. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I might do some focus around the edge. You can if you do it though. Twitch is chaotic. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Twitch is chaotic, but I don't know. It's just, I think it's like there's like the Sewing Bee and like what do you call it? Bake Off. Like the contestants care so much, you know? If something goes wrong with my stuff, I don't mind that much because I know I can fix it. But like when something goes wrong with theirs and they care so much and they really want to do well, I just like I also want them to do well. I will say though, people make some amazing things on the Sewing Bee. Like genuinely, it's really, really cool. I love watching the stuff they make. Like that's what I'll often do is instead of watching the whole show, I'll go back and watch, like, after the season is over, I'll go back and watch the highlights and see, like, the coolest things people have made and stuff. Which is cheating a little bit, I suppose, but, like, you know, I enjoy it like that. I enjoy going back and seeing all the really cool stuff people have made and not having to deal with the stress of watching it myself. Hydrate, we don't have a hydrate! I'm sorry, let me do it. There you go. I still got more ginger water. Oh. There you go. Excuse me. You've had your hydrate redeem. Sorry about that. We don't really do redeems on YouTube, I don't think. Again, maybe that's just something that I've missed, but I don't think, because YouTube, I can double check, but they don't really have channel points or anything, do they? So like, I don't think, maybe they do when you become like, again, maybe they do later on, but like right now, they don't really have channel points or anything, right? So I don't think that I can actually do anything like that. Probably. All right, I'm gonna turn you off again because I don't want to use you too much since you do use a lot of power. Yeah, I think you kind of just suffer. On YouTube, we just suffer. We don't hydrate, we don't snack, we don't stretch, we just suffer. Hardcore streaming. Crafty! You sneaky! So sneaky, oh my god. Who done it? Crafty. We like to party. 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 The Venga bus is coming and everybody's jumping. New York to San Francisco, an interstate free disco. The wheels of steel are turning and traffic lights are burning. So if you like the party, come on and move your body. Very sneaky there. But yes, it does work. The poor Jelly had his voice on and you can't. Yeah, there's no channel point stuff, so we can't like We can't have the same sort of redeems as we have on Twitch because there's no channel point system. How did you do that? They went to my Twitch page and activated the redeem on Twitch. That's how they did that. That's why I'm saying they're sneaky. Because the way they did that was to go onto my Twitch. You can still like do all the redeems on Twitch. Yeah. They post pictures of the garments after the show finish airing. Yeah, I like that bit. I like the bit where they like you can see like the highlights and like on YouTube and stuff. That tends to be what, if I'm not watching with anyone else, that's what I do. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I do enjoy that. Ooh. Do I have like any like specifically dark blues? So I have like a lot of colors here, but I think that one might be kind of useful. It's more blue than purple. I think, excuse me, it might be like a nice contrast in color, so I'm going to take that one out and maybe use that one as well. Excuse me. We also don't have hit counters. We have nothing like that. We're just...
Number 1, tampon in steak.
Thanks, Shifty. I appreciate it. What? There we go. Dun 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 dun. Oh dear. Very sneaky. Very sneaky. All of you. You're so sneaky. Yes, physically you can do that. I don't recommend it, but you can. You can still use Twitch channel points. I kind of wish there was a system similar on YouTube. Again, do I kind of understand why there's not? Sort of. Because it is right.
How dare they treat to steal my voice?
See, I can't even see who did that. But thank you, whoever made the jelly talk. I do like the idea, though, that from the YouTube point of view, all these things are happening that I am clearly not doing, but they're happening anyway. I am just magic. I'm just magic. Oh, dear. Ooh, ooh. There you go. I've just seen as well that we're expecting...
Yo! Listen up!
Crafty!
Story
about a little guy that lives in a blue world. Take care, anime! Enjoy the rest of your day. I hope that it goes well. Blue, like him, inside and outside. Blue his house with a blue little window and a blue Corvette. And everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around. 'Cause he ain't got nobody to listen to. Yeah, I'm blue, dabba dee dabba die, dabba dee dabba die, dabba die, dabba dee dabba die, dabba dee dabba die, dabba dee dabba die, dabba dee dabba die. I'm blue, dabba dee dabba die, dabba dee dabba die, dabba dee dabba die, dabba dee dabba die, dabba dee dabba die. You know, I kind of like that we can still play with stuff like that even while we're live on Twitter. Sorry, live on YouTube. I'm getting very confused. I don't know where I am. I like that we still have stuff like that. I'll keep the party going. Thank you. I don't mind, honestly, that you can still redeem those. I think, if anything, it's actually kind of fun. It's like a little sneaky secret on the stream, you know, that you can go to the Twitch and still redeem the sound stuff there. I kind of like that. It's fun. It's just a fun little thing. Doesn't break the stream too bad, I don't think. Go. Whoop. Oh god, that's a... Whoa. Whoa, there we go. That's a tight bit in there. Oh dear. I don't know when we'll next be live on YouTube though. Not Sunday, I don't think. I'm gonna see when if anyone's coming over this weekend, like builder-wise, or if we're expecting anyone, and then maybe plan from there. Because surprise chaos now, yeah. It is sneaky surprise chaos. I mean, if we don't have people coming over, I'd kind of be up for it. Because I do kind of want to keep going with this stuff. But if there's going to be lots of builders over, I might just skip because it's very loud and it gets kind of worse as the day goes on. So it's... the later in the day that I'm streaming, the worse it's going to get. Oh dear. Whoop. Okay. Yeah, I will say this is looking very random, but I kind of wanted that. I'm kind of enjoying the random look that this is giving me. Nice. Go. I'll use till the end and then we'll switch colours again. Oh, hopefully it'll be worth it at the end. We'll see. I think it'll kind of be the same as Celeste. When I started the Celeste piece, I was like, ugh, looks a bit weird, looks a bit random. But then the further you get into it, like, it does keep that random feel, but it works together with itself. So even though it on its own looks kind of random, with everything else there, it kind of fits together and looks good. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed this will do the same. Otherwise, it's an expensive investment for time and money. Well, I guess actually not so much for money. Mainly for time. I haven't had to spend too much, thankfully. There you go. Nice. And... Whoop. We need this. We do. Pliers. Whoop. Wow, there we go. What do you guys think of the feature on YouTube where you basically plan your stream well in advance? So like I've had it up since I think about 9 this morning that I was going to stream at 3. Do you guys like that or dislike that? I mean, regardless, I think I kind of need to do it because I do need to like schedule that I'm going live before I'm going live because that's how YouTube is, even if it's only 5 minutes before. But is that a feature you guys like? Would you like to see that on Twitch? I can't quite decide how I feel about that feature just yet, but I think I like it. I guess it's difficult to tell from my perspective though, because obviously I'm the person streaming, so I might not be the best example. It does warn you well in advance, I guess, that someone is going live, but sometimes it's so far in advance that it's like, I don't know, it's too far. It's too far in advance. It kind of loses its jazziness. There we go. Oh dear. We should keep it as a secret. You can tell people it's a special feature that YouTube gave you. I've got favoritism from YouTube. Yes, that's what it is. Don't worry guys, it's just my YouTube favoritism. Oh dear, I do kind of like the idea. I'm not planning to get rid of it, to be fair. I like it. I think it's fun. I think it's fun. I like the idea that if we ever have anything that we can use with YouTube as well, that we could always have it linked back to Twitch in the same way as well. So I like that. I think it's fun. I do like it, but the notifications did they not? God damn it. Twitch! Not Twitch. YouTube! So I'm so used to yelling Twitch. I just yell Twitch constantly. Damn it, Twitch! How dare you not have my YouTube notifications work? Oh dear. Heck. Oh dear. Oh. Come on. Oh, come on. Oh my god, why is that so hard to get through? What did I even stitch there? Oh. Shifty, thank you for the 69. Thank you for the 69 bits. Very cursed alert right there. Thank you. I think you're the only one who remembers that one though. So like, I don't even really need to look up. Like, I know that was you. You're the only one who does that one. It's like me and Dem's chat. Dem always knows when, because I cheer 75 bits every now and again, because 75 bits in Dem's chat is, it's the Tidus laugh from Final Fantasy X. So they know when it's me. They know it's me every time they hear it because I'm the only one who remembers it's at 75 bits. Because he did that for like one stream event and then never got rid of it, so I tested it a few months later and it still worked and I was like, perfect. Now I can Tidus laugh whenever I like. There we go. And I have been, actually. I have been Tidus laughing whenever I like. Oh dear. There we go. Right, we're gonna do some blue. I'm hoping the blue looks good. I think it will. I think it will actually accent it really nicely. Hopefully. There we go. I would be interested to see how long this has taken. I'm a bit hesitant to check, to be honest, but I would kind of be interested to see how long this has taken, just to get an idea of how long we can expect the whole thing to go, because I do want to do a lot of it on stream, which means it'll be about the speed that I am right now. Oh, the blue does look good. Okay. No mistakes were made today. This does look good. Oh dear. There we go. We'll fill in some gaps here as well because we don't need too many more colours. Oh my god, is that Shifty raiding me? Whoa! Shifty, thanks for the raid. Oh my god. We don't have shoutouts, unfortunately, on YouTube. But if we did, just let me know that I would be shouting you out. Whoa! Thank you! Oh dear. Tipping does exist in YouTube streams. I'm not sure if YouTube is triggering events or if the streamer is manually doing it. So I'm not doing anything right now. This is people going into my Twitch stream and triggering things. But you do get tipping, but you have to have your channel be monetized first. That's why there's no tipping on my stream, because I'm not affiliated. So it's basically like on Twitch, you can't get subs before you're an affiliate. It's the same on YouTube. So I can't make any money off YouTube unless I'm affiliated, which is fine. I'm not aiming for that. But not right now, at least. Maybe in the future I will, but right now that's not my current goal.
Number 14, human skin.
Human skin. Thanks for the human skin. What I'm really looking for is number 14, human skin. You know? So yeah, but right now there'll be no tipping. I don't think there'll be any tipping for the foreseeable future, because it's not the worst to try and become an affiliate on YouTube, but I'd have to put quite a lot of effort into it, and I don't want to, honestly, I don't want to let up on the Twitch streams, because I also do like streaming on Twitch. So
The ghost is haunting us.
the ghost is haunting us. Oh god. I don't even want to look at my Twitch chat right now. I see what you're doing. I see what y'all are doing, but I don't want to even look. I'm sure it's a mess over there right now, thanks to some people. But yeah, once you hit the part where you can monetize your channel, then you can have tipping. Again, I will probably not be prioritizing that for a little bit, because yes, I don't think that we couldn't do it, but it would be quite a bit of work, and I don't want to like stop streaming on Twitch for a while just to get that done. And that's not really my goal of this anyway. My goal of this stream is to have a nice backup and a place to do a separate part of the costume when I should so feel like it. Hell yeah. Tip. Thank you for the chip. Hell yeah. In fact, you can give me tips on sewing. I won't always take them. Sometimes I'll give myself tips and I still won't take them. Thank you for the egg smash.
Teehee, it's me.
Teehee. Teehee, it's me. It does really feel like I am being a little bit haunted. Like, in the best possible way. But I see the comparison there. Yes, I do feel haunted. Help me. My stream is activating noises which I have no control over. Oh dear. And we want this to come out here. Oh. Look at this. Look at this creasing. Look at it. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. We'll crease all over the place. Everyone will be very upset, but by the end of it, it'll be fine. No one will even realize. Oh dear. There we go. Oh my god! Thanks for the horn! 10 out of 10. Thank you. Hell yeah. Oh dear. We do actually have alerts on this one, but it's not the same. It's not the same. We don't have the channel point alerts. We only have alerts when someone subscribes. I think that is the only alert I have right now, because I don't think you can do anything else. We'll run out of channel points eventually. Yeah, we're gonna come back to stream tomorrow and it's gonna be like, oh my god, I have so many less channel points. Everyone's gonna be like, what happened? Where did all your channel points go? Nothing. Nothing happened. I just don't have any channel points anymore.
I'm a lift. I'm a lift.
I'm a lift. I'm a lift. I'm also a lift. Surprise. You all thought you were watching me, Jelly the human, but in fact you're watching me, Jelly the elevator. Surprise. The shocking twist stream that nobody saw coming. I'm actually an elevator this whole time. The whole time I've been streaming on Twitch, I've actually been an elevator. Ideally though, please don't tell Twitch, because I don't know how Twitch feels about elevators streaming on its platform, and I don't want to get banned for being an elevator. Oh dear. It's gonna be so swirly. It's gonna be so... Actually, wait, this is plastic, right? I could just stretch it. That's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna stretch it to match, right? Yeah, I can. It's plastic. Nice. That will upset everyone. Nobody liked that. Oh dear. I've got more. Move to my PC and I'll get... Oh god, no, please. You don't need to get up just to use the channel points in my Twitch. I promise. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Think of all the other things you could be doing with your time that aren't using all of my channel point redeems. Oh dear.
DJ!
Thanks for the DJ. Oh dear, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thanks, CJ. Also, good morning, CJ. Or good afternoon, CJ. I hope you're doing well. I don't want to ban for escalating the situation. Thank you. Yeah, we don't want escalators in here. We're an elevators only chat. Sorry. Get those escalators out of here. Excuse me. If you see a single escalator, Shifty, can you ban them for me? Yeah, sorry. We don't want to encourage that kind of behavior. We're an elevator only stream. Oh dear. Jelly was meant to say, I'm alive. No, I'm a lift. I'm a lift. Elevators are not allowed. It comes under fetish. No, this is not Twitch. This is YouTube. And on YouTube, I'm pretty sure you're allowed to do a lot more things. You get copyrighted a lot more, but I don't think they're quite as strict on YouTube. Oh dear. CJ, good morning. I hope you're doing good. Or good afternoon. And Jason, good afternoon. We don't have any piss here. You can't generously donate your piss in this channel. I'm so sorry. We don't have the capabilities to accept it. I'm sorry. Listen, I wish things were different too. But it is what it is. A lot more freedom on YouTube. You're allowed to do anything. You can even be an elevator if you want to. Nothing against that on Twitch. Sorry, on YouTube. On Twitch, there probably would be an issue with it. Not wrong, but on YouTube? God, I'm getting confused. God, it is hard to say two of the same words over and over again, it turns out. And I am struggling to say the same two words, and I keep saying them backwards over and over again. God. Oh, I need to tie this off. This is a very short piece of embroidery floss now. Oopsie doopsie, that's my bad. That's my bad, I'm sorry. Maybe I will hoop it. Maybe. Nah. Oh dear. Oh yeah, Shifty is Shifty's the manager. Yeah. Sorry, I haven't changed that. Shifty is still a channel manager. I probably should change it. I just think it means you have slightly more freedom than as a mod, but I don't know what the difference is. Should I have Shifty as a manager? Is that dangerous? How the heck are elevators and fetches? Actually, don't answer that. I have a feeling I don't want to know. Oh, my needle. Oh no. Get that out of there. No needles, please. Not in the leg. Not even in my salad dressing leg. Not allowed. Oh. I will say my hands are not hurting that much. Pretty good. Manual hydrate redeem. Thanks for the hydrate. I am the manager. Yeah, Shifty is the manager. Shifty is my content manager. Shifty makes sure that I don't say anything that's outside of my contract. Right, Shifty? The other mods are going to be very jealous when they hear that you've become a manager on my YouTube streams, right? They're going to be like, wait a second. How come that we moderate but we're not managers? I don't know, I did it by accident. I'm not sure what to tell you. It wasn't on purpose. I'm wondering now that I'm a bit further away from the edge, if I want to keep going, should I? But wait, let me show you the colors. It has some colors. It's a bit wibbly wobbly, but look at these colors coming in. Look at these. You can already tell this is going to be sick. Do I want to ruin my fabric, yay or nay? See, if this was Twitch, we'd have a poll. But this isn't Twitch, which means we don't have a poll. So it means I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do it, but I'm going to not cover that first bit. Actually, I'm going to go down here. Sorry, I'm skipping to a bit where it's easy to hoop. Oh god, it hates it. Oh, I'm sorry fabric, please forgive me. I'm sorry, I know you're made of plastic. Everyone told me life in plastic would be fantastic, but it's actually just ruining my fabric. I think it's too late to demote Shifty. Yeah, well, I mean, they're there now. Like, what do you want me to do? They're already a manager. At this point, they rank higher than I do. What can I do? I accidentally placed someone in a higher rank than I am. The meaning of the word breaks down the more you say it. It's called some... Yeah, you're right. That's probably is the word for it, and I trust that that is the truth, but... That is the one thing, is because this is my second stream of the day, you're gonna get, like, overtired Jelly. Jelly who is a little sleepier. Jelly whose filter has gone a little bit further. Like, at the beginning of the day, really good filter. Really strong. Pretty good. As the day goes on, filter slowly starts to blend away. Replace the poster? No! No, stop replacing my stuff! I need that. Oh my god. Shifty the manager has too much control. Okay, we need... Stop this. I know what you're doing and I just like that. Okay, there you go, there you go, there you go. I'm also... Am I colorblind? I don't think so. A lot of these are looking very similar. I think they're just similar colors. They look more different on the screen up there than they do to me. To me, they all look very similar. I mean, I guess it's fine. What am I gonna do? Even if it is true, I can't change that. Guess I'll just live with it. Oh dear. Oh, I guess we're doing some top-down stitching as well. Wasn't intended, but here we are. Gonna do some top-down stitching for a bit. Till my back feels like I want to stop doing top-down stitching, and then we'll switch back again. Oh dear. Hell yeah. We like Sleepy Jelly. I'm glad. I'm glad. A lot of people have to put up with Sleepy Jelly a lot. Removes the WASD. Oh, get out of here. That's evil. That's pure evil. How dare. How dare. I need those to move around. How am I meant to move without WASD? It's like, it's a well-known fact that if you don't have WASD, you just can't move. You're gonna place all your furniture with slightly larger furniture. No! Oh god, that's so evil. What the heck? How am I gonna get by when I can't even measure myself against the furniture? Actually though, if you could make our sofas a little bigger, that would be kind of nice, because our sofas are quite low down right now, which even for me at my height is like, oof. So, you know, raising the height of the sofas, I actually would not be against you doing that. If you wish to, I will support that. Yes, please do. You're more than welcome to raise the height of our sofas. What? God, I have been live for a while today, huh? I guess it's gonna be the case more and more if I stream twice a day though, right? Because if I stream 3 hours in the morning and then I do like another few hours in the afternoon, that is like a lot of streaming. I do kind of enjoy it. Yeah, it might become as a surprise to some of you, but I actually quite like streaming. I don't know if that comes across at all. Thanks for the egg. Hell yeah. Shifty scares me. Understandable and fair. Honestly, that is a fair reaction, I think. I'll see what I can do. Thanks, Shifty. I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it. We need our sofas to be a little taller. They're very comfortable. They're just a bit short. You know? I'm sure you've had those sofas before. Our sofas are from the British Heart Foundation though, so like, I honestly can't complain too much because they were a deal. I think they were like 60 quid each and they're really good sofas. They are like unmarked, beautiful, and they're grey, so they match like any color scheme we want to put them in. So it was like, I gotta have those. That's nice and easy. And they match. They match with matching sofas. What the heck? Sofas are so expensive normally as well. Yeah, I can't really complain too much because, you know, it's bargain. But they are kind of low. So I can't complain too much, but I can complain a little, I guess. Oi oi. What? What? What's your oi oi about? What? I'm on a 30-second delay. I have no idea what I said 30 seconds ago. What did I say that has deserved an oi oi? Oi oi? I've forgotten everything that I've said and done on this stream already. Oi oi? Let me just... It might need to be tightened a bit, or it might just be plastic, you know. Oh. Oh. Okay, there you go. A little bit tightened. A little bit tightened. Just a teeny tiny bit. Oh dear. That is gonna be a thing. People are gonna get mad at me. And I don't even know why people are gonna be angry at me. Because it's gonna be 30 seconds after I've said something. So I'm gonna be like, whoa, why is everyone mad? What have I done? I've forgotten. It's been 30 seconds, I'm afraid. I've completely forgotten everything I was talking about. The way that your mind works is frightening. What, Shifty? Yeah. Understandable. You know, the idea that someone could come up with shrinking your sofas and stuff just a little bit. Saying I'm terrifying, but thank you. Yeah, it's a compliment, right? I mean, you are a ghost shape-shifting jester. To be fair, I imagine some people would be a little afraid of you anyway, because well, actually, do jesters and clowns follow like the same kind of phobia rules, or no, not really? Because you hear a lot of people say that they're afraid of clowns, but you don't really hear a lot of people say that they're afraid of jesters, right? So maybe they don't follow the same rules? Whatever the phobia rules are. I don't know, does the phobia rules have a rule book? Yeah, you hear a lot of people say that they're afraid of clowns, but I just don't think you get that so often with jesters. But maybe I've just missed it. Maybe that does exist and I'm just ignorant to it. So far, all I've been able to split is a deck of cards. Ayo. Ayo. You're making your own cards right now though, right? That's pretty cool. You know about this, right? Me and Shiny collect decks of cards. I think you must know this because you've lived with Shiny. Shiny collects decks of cards. We have some really nice ones, to be fair. And out of all the things to collect, it is actually semi-useful. You do get some pretty cool stuff. Jason! When have you last seen a jester in person? I don't know. Maybe the last time I saw Shifty, which was at this point a while ago. When was the last time I saw a jester that wasn't Shifty in person? It's a very good question, actually. There aren't that many jesters. Yeah, it's been I don't know. Probably, like, a long time, if I had to guess. I have seen jesters in person at, like, Renaissance reenactments and stuff like that, but you don't see them very often. And again, I don't see clowns very often either. Did you know the whole year where clowns were appearing for some reason? Oh yeah, people dressing as clowns and using it as an excuse to break the law. I remember that. Don't you love it when people use dressing up, your hobby, as an excuse to, like, break the law? That was great. I love that. Thanks, guys. 10 out of 10. Excited for the horn as well, CJ. Hell yeah. Oh, I do remember Shiny getting anime cards that can... Yeah, they collect card decks. So maybe if you finish the card deck, we could add it to our collection. But I guess you'd have to actually then get it... How do you even get a deck of cards printed, actually? Sorry, my brain is running away with me a little bit, but, like, how do you do that? Can you just get a deck of cards printed? Is that allowed? Usually phobias come from exposure. I'm trying to think of the phobias that I've... Again, like, some of the stuff I'm like, it's not really a phobia. Like, the plane stuff is not really a phobia. It is more of a circumstance that has happened and I know will happen again. What am I really afraid of? Yeah, it's just, I guess, being misunderstood, I think is a big one. Oh dear. Jesters are an endangered species. We must protect from poachers. I forgot about the horn did that and I jumped myself. Oh no, and your cat! That's the real tragedy there. How dare you jump scare your own cat? Oi, oi, that's the cat's job. The cat's job is to jump scare you, not the other way around. Those clowns were nothing compared to the Gimp of Cotswold. The Gimp of Cotswold is one of my favorite news stories. If you have not seen... Okay, wait, now that you've said that, I need to make sure everyone in chat is up to date with the Gimp of the Cotswolds. Because that was a news story and a half, and you are genuinely missing out if you have never heard of it. It is... Yeah, the Gimp sightings in Somerset. Oh my god. It was so good. It was so good. Oh dear. Police swooped to arrest man in a Gimp suit who jumped in front of a woman's car. But that's not... That is the time when they were arrested. However, that is definitely not the only time. There have been many sightings of the Gimp. Yeah, grunting man in a Gimp suit terrorizing people in a sleepy village. A masked man wearing a Gimp suit and touching his groin reportedly jumped out in front of a young woman as she strolled through the quiet streets. Oh my god. Yeah, there was just a man dressed in a Gimp suit harassing people in his village. That's crime here. Oh my god. I remember though, because there were also like sightings of him being like seen through windows and stuff. Because this has happened a couple times. Yeah, it happened in Wiltshire as well. It's happened in Somerset, it's happened in Wiltshire. This happened like a year ago too. Yeah. Oh my, yeah, no, that's in Somerset as well. Is it the same man who's just been doing it, like, and being arrested, being released, and then doing it again? Because yeah, this is a time where people could see him through the window. Wait, it happened back in 2019 as well? Oh my god. Why is this a recurring crime in Somerset? Specifically? Oh my god. Thank you for the party. Give a party. Listen, we don't celebrate crime here. We like to party. We like to party. We like to party. We like to party. The Venga bus is coming and everybody's jumping. New York to San Francisco, an interstate free disco. The wheels are still are turning and traffic lights are burning. So if you like the party, come on and move your body. Bam, 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 bam. Oh dear. I just felt like it's 2030. What the? Somerset has a weird issue with an infestation of gimps, it seems. Like, at the end of the day, I am, like, very pro do whatever makes you happy. Like, you know, if that's what you enjoy, that's what you enjoy. But don't get other people involved in it without consent. And, like, when you wander around a town dressed as a gimp, that is you ignoring other people's consent. So, like, yes, it is a crime. And no, I definitely don't agree with it. I think if you enjoy getting in a suit and being humiliated, whatever, you go for it. Enjoy yourself. You only live once. But don't get people involved who haven't consented to it. That's not okay. Yeah. Oh dear, I was gonna use my own pack of Fallout New Vegas. Oh, that'd be a very cool card collection. That'd be very sick. Somerset Gimp, yeah. He was peering through windows, it might be copycats. I'm finding my parts back, yeah. This is seeming like a consistent issue. It shouldn't be funny because if it was me, I'd be terrified. Oh, same. Like, don't get me wrong, if that happened to me, I would sprint in the opposite direction. I would be out of there. Do what makes you happy as long as it's not hurting others. Yeah, and that's the problem.
What the heck, Somerset?
Yeah, what the heck, Somerset? What are you doing? Get your gimp problem under control. Jesus Christ, if this is happening every year, I don't know if I want to live in Somerset. Sounds dangerous. There's gimps on the loose over there. But yeah, it's like, it's just a consent thing of like, you know, you're doing this with people who haven't consented. It's not fun. That's not fun. I don't encourage that. Dear. Yeah, nah. I don't want it to come across as kink shaming. I'm not kink shaming, I'm crime shaming. I'm shaming them for committing crimes, actually. It's different. I'm gonna get Somerset Gimp playing cards. Oh my god. The Somerset Gimp, like, they're not really attacks. They're just kind of haunting and creepy. It's just being, like, followed and approached by someone in a gimp suit. And sometimes they'll come up to your window and, like, peer in and stuff. It really does feel like a weird infestation the more that we talk about it. The more we talk about it, the more it's like, what is happening? How has this happened? And why gimps? Oh, dear. Of all things. And fair? Okay. No, not really fair, actually. Crime. Crime. Oh, dear, but to answer you, yes, I make it. Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, we'll pay for them. Don't get me wrong. Like, we're not gonna ask you to send it to us for free. Just let us know if you finish them and do get them printed. And also, if you do get them printed, let me know how that went because, like, that feels like a different kind of product to get printed generally. I'm just curious. That's just more for curiosity. I am not planning on releasing my own deck of cards. I just want to kind of know. I'm just curious how that goes. I guess I've not really had anything fancy printed except for fabrics, and I've done that a few times. Boobtober really forced me to, the first time to print a lot of unusual fabrics onto mesh. Oh dear. What? Speaking of, I wonder. Nope. That's okay. That's okay. Oh wait. What the heck? What the heckins? Oh, this. Thank you. Thank you, sleeves. I'm assuming that's sleeves. I can only see the S because I'm in streamer mode, but thank you, thank you. Oh dear. I only made a joke, but now I have to make the whole deck. Sorry, yeah, like pressure, no pressure, Shifty, but like if you decide to make the other cards, other than the chest, yeah, just let me know. I would be curious. Add it to our collection and all that. Yeah, we have some very cool ones because we have some that are like, you know, given away with Kickstarters and stuff like that. So we do actually have some pretty cool cards at this stage. Like, I wouldn't say that I am particularly a collector of cards, but I can appreciate a nice collection, you know? And we're actually getting quite a well-rounded, nice collection of, like, some really high-quality cards, as well as, yeah, like, we have, like, the ones from different Kickstarters and stuff like that. Oh, God, you don't have your 6096. Oh, no. No 6096 lol? Oh, dear. It is a sad day when we do not have a true Shifty 96 lol. Go. I think if you get affiliate though, you can put emotes here, but then they'd be my emotes. They wouldn't be your emotes. So it's like, actually, Shifty, I'm stealing your emote so that we can have 6096 lol on YouTube. Lol. Just, you know, casual art theft, you know? Just a little bit of like, you know, Friday casual art theft. Oh dear. There we go. First people asked me to make a butt pillow, then a mouse pad, now this. Yeah, yes. There are many merch requests now. How are you gonna fulfill all of these merch requests? To be fair, I think what I'm asking for is probably a little more difficult because that's... Oh, it depends how you do it, but it could potentially be very, very, very many separate pieces of art for one finished product, you know? I think I've been the most outrageous, right? The butt pillow, at the very least, that's only like one piece of art. I've asked for like 50 something. I don't know how many you've already done. Art theft is cringe. You're right. Art theft is cringe. And not a good kind of cringe either. Bad cringe. Art theft is bad cringe. Yeah. I need to learn how to do a French knot on command because I kind of want to add some in. I want to add in some French knots, but I don't trust myself to get it right first time, and I need to practice a little bit first. It's not even a particularly difficult stitch. I'm just nervous. I'm nervous. Oh dear. Actually, what do you need? Like, let me double check. What do you actually need to get affiliate on YouTube, and how can I find that out? Would it be in my studio? I feel like it'd be in my studio. Just 53, yeah, it's like nothing, right, Shifty? That's nothing. Earn, how do you do it? I need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Okay, got you. I mean, it's better than I think it used to be, because I think it used to be 6,000 watch hours, but, ooh. Thing is, on Twitch I could do that relatively quickly, but not on YouTube. Not on YouTube. I'm a newbie in here. Yeah, I don't feel like I want to push for that right now. I kind of just want to have a nice time while I'm here. Working on things that I enjoy, getting all my swirly stuff done, having it look really cool. Yeah, I think I'm going to focus more on that for now. If we get close to it, maybe I'll do a little push, but nah, otherwise, not too worried. Go. Oh dear, yeah, 53 unique art pieces. I think they're called Mariah. I don't know if their name's Mariah Elizabeth or if their YouTube channel was Mariah Elizabeth. I think their YouTube channel is. I watched some of them and they made a whole pack of cards and they were talking about how hard it was. Because they did a separate piece of art on every single card. And it was, don't get me wrong, it was fascinating to watch, but like, you look at it and you're like, yeah, that's a workload that I am not prepared to do currently, actually. It's really cool, and I love seeing the commitment to it, but if there's one thing this video has taught me, it's that I am not doing that. You'd love to make a Shifty tarot card deck. Ooh. I mean, I'd kind of be interested in that as well, to be honest. I think that sounds pretty cool. I'll never say tarot correctly, but other than that, I think it's pretty cool. Go. Wow. Yeah, fill in this bit here with some of the blue. Oh dear. Thank you for the lurk, Sleeves. Take care of yourself. Thank you for popping by. Enjoy the rest of your day. I hope that it goes well. Yeah, we've been going for a pretty long time today. Like as far as on Twitch and then over to here as well. I don't expect people to stick around too long. You know, you look after yourselves. You do whatever you need to do. I'm just here getting extra crafts in. Because I got the time and I want to do more. And I've been really wanting to see how this turns out for a while, so I'm excited to see. I think it might look quite abstract, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with some abstract art on the cape, to be honest. If anything, that's kind of... I don't want to say it's exactly the aim, because that sounds like a bit of a cop-out, but it is kind of the aim. It's like an abstract boiling isles, that's why I've drawn it like this. So yeah, I'm kind of excited for that. I tried making a comic once and it took a week of non-stop drawing for 3 pages without colour. I am too sad. Well, no, but that is how quick it goes a lot of the time. I don't think that's that unusual, actually, Shifty. Like, even when you look at people who are professionals doing comic books, they can maybe get a page done a day. Like, you know, maybe a couple pages they work hard, but it's a lot of work goes into each page. It's a lot of art. Like, they might have written the script well in advance, but all of the art bits take a really long time. So I think that's actually pretty common, especially since you also work a job as well. Like, it's not like it's your job to be a comic artist. if a professional can only get like sometimes 1 page done a day, I think that's pretty fair. Of someone who's doing it as a hobby. There we go. And that could be someone who has like a team of people to help them clean it up and everything as well. If you're doing all that on your own, like of course it's going to take longer. There we go. We slowly but surely are adding lots and lots and lots of colour into this. And I love it. I'm very, very happy with how this is going so far. I'm being a bit quiet about it, but I am watching this grow and I'm like, yee. Yee. This is what I wanted. Like, look at all this colour build up. Like, look at this. Look at how this is going. It's gonna be a lovely, beautiful swirl of threads, which is what I wanted. That is, believe it or not, that was the vibe actually. And I'm very excited about it. And it's actually not going that slowly. Like, it's not quick. We've been going for a couple of hours, but so it's definitely not speedy, but it's not bad. Not bad either. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm pretty hype about that. I'm pretty hype about that. Alright, I do need to tie this off because I kind of need to switch colours and I'm pretty close to the end of this. But let's, oh, unthread it. That's fine, it's fine. I've already got it through. There we go. 1 and 2. Nice. Ah, dear. True. Exactly. Yeah. I think it's normal as well if you're doing other things like working for everything. It's gonna take longer. Every single thing will take a little bit longer. Right, I'm gonna do some of the light purple because I do want to slowly have those two blended together. I'm not gonna bring it the whole way down, but I might do like a couple of lines halfway through, just to bring that color purple down a little bit and start merging them a little. Yes. Get the merge going nice and early, planning ahead. See, go and tie that off, and I'll just kind of go in randomly. I think it'll look best if I'm not paying too much attention to keeping things in lines, like lines this way, sure, lines this way, not so much. Go. Ooh. There we are, and have that go the whole way across there. Ooh, this bit's a bit harder to stitch through. Maybe it was just my hands getting tired. It could also be that. Could be hand tired, could be it is getting harder to stitch, or maybe the thread is longer, which is true. The thread is longer. Let me just make sure it doesn't need a bit of a tighten, because that could also be it. If it's like puckering a little as it goes. Oh, I can tighten it a little bit. There you go. That might make it a bit easier. Nope, it doesn't. It's still hard. What the heck? Why is this one so difficult to stitch? Why is there a knot in it already? Excuse me. What do you think you are doing? Huh? There you go. I will say I'm becoming pretty good at undoing knots. I'm doing knot after knot after knot. It's because I keep, so if you cut, the longer you cut your thread, the more likely it is to knot. I've been cutting my thread pretty long, which is why it keeps knotting. And also the fact that it's a slightly cheaper thread, so it's like the strands are splitting apart quite easily. Is another reason it's probably knotting a little easier than my regular thread, like the thread that I've been using for the other part of the collector. That's like a slightly nicer thread, so it doesn't tend to knot as easy. But this is the cheap stuff. But I do think there needs to be a balance of the cheap stuff to keep the costume price down, and this is a good place to use the cheap stuff. Oh, none of that, none of that, none of that. There we go. Yeah, maybe that'll be my goal for the next YouTube stream. Learn how to French knot on command without having to look it up every time. And put some of those in there. I could practice a little bit. I have been leaving some pretty good sized gaps for some little French knots. I just want there to be lots of texture in it. So like the base texture here is good and I will be adding some beads into it, but it would be nice to have something like some little knots in it. I think that'll look good. Like purposeful knots, not accidental knots. Not like the knots we've been doing so far. Yeah. Oh dear. Alright. Get that through there. And then we'll do one more and start thickening it up a little bit. Whoop. There you go. And then go back in and start adding some little thickness parts to it. I mean, I say I'm adding thickness. It's like adding like a millimeter every time, but it's a little thicker. I am really looking forward to when we can do more of the pinks and the greens lower down, but I think getting the slightly more, I don't want to say boring part in the sky done, because it will probably look really cool, but it is a little bit more monotonous. It's the same thing over and over again, a lot of it. Getting that bit done first, I think, will make the project feel like it's going faster, and it also gives me a bit of a practice before getting to the more complicated bits nearer the bottom. So I think that's a better place to experiment, probably, would be this bit up here. Weirdly, I'm feeling kind of hungry. I have only recently eaten lunch. Oh, I say recently. It was a couple of hours ago now, technically. But I feel like I didn't eat lunch that long ago. But my stomach is like, you wanna do that again? You wanna do it? Maybe it's because I had a salad. I have been eating slightly more filling lunches recently. While it's been a bit colder, I felt like I could eat slightly more. Maybe that's what it is. But yeah, I don't know why. I could go for some food. Go. And then I kind of want to thicken out the other side a little bit as well. So the effect that we're trying to replicate, by the way, is lots and lots of tiny little brush strokes. That's why we're using these changing colors and stuff like that, and we're moving from the blues to the purples at the top. It's to try and imitate like Starry Night, like all those little like brush strokes and stuff like that with the little bolder parts of color on them and stuff. In case you are curious. Nobody asked, but I will tell you. That's why. Trying to imitate Starry Night. I do really like Starry Night. I know it's a very, I wouldn't say cliched, it's a very popular piece. A lot of people like it. But I really, really like it also. I'm one of those people that enjoys it. I know it's a popular piece, but damn, there's just something about those skies. I can see why they've inspired so many other artists as well, because they're just so pretty. It's just so pretty. Dear Smokey! Did you know that sometimes your hunger first parts where you can get confused and you feel hungry when you need drinks? Like, I actually do remember hearing about that. So when I was, this was a minute ago, but when I was very, very addicted to orange juice, one of the things I was told was, well, try drinking more water, because the reason you're going to drink juice and stuff is because you think you're hungry, and so you're having something with flavor and sugar in it, and that's helping you. But if you actually just drink a little bit more water throughout the day, you'll stop having those feelings. I still have ginger in my water, to be fair. It's not sweet though. It's very bitter, to be honest. But yeah, having that can make you feel hungrier. Like if you just eat the sweet stuff or drink the sweet stuff. Yeah, I remember hearing something about that, and they told me to drink more water as well. To be fair, I am trying to drink more water in general, just because it's the cheapest one. Drinking water is the cheapest drink, so I am trying to drink more water, saving some money like that. I feel like I can hear my own voice, and it's kind of bothering me. Can anyone else hear that, or is it just me? If it's an echo on my end, that's not too bad, but if you guys can hear double, I'm very sorry. I feel like I can hear like a second little me in my ear. I wonder what I've done. It's almost 100% my fault. I've heckered something up again. Oh dear. Yeah, drinking water. Good hacks. Life hacks. Also cheapest. I've saved so much money now that I don't buy like a pint of orange juice every couple of days. Especially because those sort of things have got more expensive, because I stopped drinking orange juice before all the stuff with sugar tax and all that happened. So I think it'd be even more expensive now. I happen to have a really good ginger beer recipe if you'd like. I mean, honestly, do you think you'll ever have yours online for online shipping? We can all hear your voice. I'm glad. Hell yeah. Do you think you'll ever have online shipping, Andrew? Because honestly, I would just purchase some down the line and have it shipped to me. Because it never tastes quite the same when you make it yourself, and I want the experience that all these restaurants are clearly having when they're like, we need more of this. I want that. I want the restaurant experience. Oh dear. Thank goodness I'm not the only one who's been obsessed with orange juice. Yeah! When my husband plays OG, he has to play 2 because I go goblin mode when I get it. Yeah, like literally I can't buy... The only orange juices I get, which I only get sometimes, are these ones with meal deals. Because if I get a big orange juice, I drink a big orange juice. And so like, I can't do it to myself. I have to manually regulate myself by only having it every now and again with like a Greg's meal deal or something. I can't be having it otherwise, because yeah, otherwise I got very, very addicted to orange juice. And I know it's not specifically orange juice I'm addicted to, it's a sugar addiction, but like, same difference. It was orange juice that did it for me. And yeah, I was pretty bad. My dentist really called me out on it one time though, and we had this discussion the other day because like we came to the conclusion that I just need someone to like shame me, and my dentist full on shamed me. They were like, I can see it, you're ruining your own teeth, you're doing this to yourself just because you want some orange juice. And it's like, yep, I need someone to sometimes tell me something like that, because otherwise it just doesn't get through my thick skull. And yeah, since then I've been really good. I honestly don't know how customs would... Oh, true. That's a very good point, actually, yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, if you're happy to share the recipe, I might take it. God damn it, food customs things! Why you gotta keep keeping all the good food to yourself? I'm sure that's what it is. It's just the customs people just like taking all the good food. So like, you're trying to send it to people and then it's like, no, we're having it instead. Mwahaha. Lunchtime for customs. Yeah, sorry, I didn't think of that. That's my bad. I'm getting ahead of myself. Oh, music? Okay. There we are. Yeah, I was very bad with orange juice for a good minute. I'm a lot better than I used to be. I only have it sometimes. But yeah, we can't buy the big ones. The big ones are no good for me. I think a lot of people have their vices with stuff like that though. Mine's orange juice. Other people, other things. Like, some people get a whole bag of donuts and they immediately eat a whole bag of donuts. Whereas for me, I'm pretty good with those. I'll hoard them for a little bit. Like, I'll eat them pretty slowly over time so that I can enjoy them to the last donut. But some people eat them all immediately. I'm like that with orange juice. I can't ration myself on orange juice. However much orange juice you give me, that is the amount of orange juice I will consume. Alright, I need to tie this off again because it's getting a little close. Okay. It's slowly but surely filling this space. Lol, I'm not an international corporation, but not yet. Yeah, that's the yet. The yet is the important bit. Yes, yes, yes. Maybe one day, who knows? I don't know if you want it to get that big, to be fair, but I think the yet's important. There's a chance. Let's scoot that through there and pick up another color. Which one should we do? Should we do some more of the dark one, maybe? This is a slightly darker piece, technically. So maybe we should do like a little bit more of the dark blue. Have the dark... I don't want it to come up too close. I don't want those two to touch. We do already have some. I mean, what lighter purples do we have? We have this one, which can go up around the top a little bit, but I don't think it would come down that far. I also do have more of this one, which yeah, you know what? We'll do some of this one. I haven't done this one for a minute. Let's add some more of this. The difficulty of trying to make things look random, isn't it? Like, the more random you try and make something look, somehow the more uniform it ends up looking. Even if that was not my intention. It feels like the more random I try and go, the more I'm following patterns. I think that's the human brain though, right? Human brain likes patterns. Excuse me, sorry. No hick count, I'm afraid. That hick is lost to the void. It's gone. Go. And, oh. Good needle threading jelly. Very strong. Very strong. There we go. Good. And do another one. I'll go a bit short with this one actually because I feel like it doesn't fit quite so well. There we go. I know in embroidering cross stitching we tend to play thread chicken, but I just realized this might not be a fun game with cosplay. Yeah, there's a lot of thread chicken. The nice thing about stuff like this is it depends on, like, I guess if you do decide to put arbitrary rules on your own crafting projects. I often do, but it's stuff like changing color every time that I change thread. It makes it more fun. What is thread chicken? Thread chicken is the game of trying to finish the bit you're working on before you run out of thread. So it might be like, say I want to fill this gap with light purple. I'm playing thread chicken if I'm getting near the end of my thread and I haven't filled the space yet. So it's just like, yeah, who wins, me or the thread? You'll hear it in a lot of phrases as well, because there's like bobbin chicken as well, which is when the bobbin runs out before you finish your stitches. So it's basically, who finishes first? Do you finish your section or does the thread run out? Yes, yes, yes. It's not a very fun game, despite the name. Because you don't want to run out of thread. You want to have just the perfect amount of thread for filling each space perfectly. But life doesn't like that, and the thread definitely doesn't like that. So a lot of the time you run out right as you're finishing something, so you just have to get like a tiny piece of thread to finish that bit off. Yeah, I'm not putting any arbitrary rules on like what goes where on mine, so I guess it kind of avoids thread chicken to an extent, because, you know, if I fill the bit, great. If I don't, I'm changing thread color anyway. To try and make it look as random as possible, I think that will help me. Won't help everyone, but that helps me. Oh, there we go. And let's let this go down here a little bit. I can already tell this bit's gonna be a pain. There we go. I'm like stitching through a knot on the back right now. That's why it's so hard, that bit. There's a little knot. Oof. That bit shouldn't be that hard. Do I wanna go up? Yeah, let's go up to here. Sure. We'll do some of it up here. I'm actually kind of surprised, Andrew, that you haven't heard about thread chicken. It's pretty common in most stitching stuff. I mean, even in crochet to an extent, there's crochet chicken. I don't think it's quite as talked about. I think there's a lot of crafts that have some kind of chicken in it. You're just trying to finish your bit before you run out of thread or yarn or whatever it is. I guess it's maybe not something we talk about as much. We only really play bobbin chicken. Bobbin chicken is the closest we get most of the time. Maybe we'll have more thread stuff because we are doing more hand stitching at the moment. Yeah. On a machine, it's more bobbin based. Oh my god, a dog. A dog. I heard that. I heard the dog. Okay. So I want the two sides to kiss in the middle. I don't know if that makes it. I want to get together and just and I want it to match. So I don't want it to like, I don't want to have the dark colors too close. I want them to like blendy in the middle, which is when we get to our more middly purple colors, which I've not really been using up to this point. We're getting there. 2 to 3 stitches from the end of a section. Color thread is usually what happens to me. You have a few inches of thread, but some thread, but no use for it. Yeah. Yeah, also the backwards version. True. I had not thought of that, but that is also true. Ugh, come on. Go through the fabric. I know it's getting thicker because I'm adding more stitches, which, look at it is getting thicker. But it looks so cool. Yeah! Oh dear, it's gonna look like a little cascading wall of thread coming around it. The colors aren't spot on, but I think they're close enough that I will still have my like design feelings coming across, which I'm happy about. That's what I wanted. I want my design feelings to get across. Oh, there you go. Untwisty, thank you. I can see that I've already stitched one of my hairs into this costume as well. I don't know if anyone else here with long hair has this happen to them, but like, you just watch your hairs slowly get stitched into the costume every single time, because I do. Whenever I'm making a costume, I'm like, oh, there goes another one of my hairs straight into the costume. Sometimes I pick them out if I think they'll be really obvious, but like if it's into the back of this, for instance, like that's gonna be covered anyway. I just don't bother. I just leave it there. That's a bit of my DNA now in the costume. I think that makes the costume more valuable. But definitely, like, there's no arguing that I made it, because my hairs are going to be inside of the lining. you know? It had to be me. Mateus had so much of that, to be fair. I remember seeing like some hairs get stuck in the embroidery machine as I was using it, and it'd be like, well, that's gone forever. I'm never getting that one out. That's well and truly stuck in there now. Medini is very much fused with the costume. Then again, there was also pasta sauce on Mateus, so maybe that's not the best example. I'll always be salty about that. Not as salty as the pasta sauce, but you know, I'm still gonna be salty. How dare it! How dare the pasta sauce touch my beautiful costume! Not that anyone ever noticed it, thankfully. It was in a relatively hidden section. I think I let everyone know as soon as it happened, and then I never showed the area that it was on, because I was like, I was ashamed. I don't want people to know. And I got pasta sauce on my beautiful costume. They're like, what are you doing, Jelly? How could you? And it's like, I was eating and I was embroidering at the same time, and that's what happens. That's why you don't eat and embroider. But I have not learnt my lesson, and now I just use waterproof fabric, so that if I spill pasta sauce on it, I don't have to worry anymore. So I have learnt my lesson, but I've not changed my ways. There we go. I might actually need more of this, but I will change colour again. Follow my own rules to make things look as random as possible. I had a chat at Stray Hairs in Project and a witchy friend one time, and she made a joke about never give a witch your hair. But I ain't picking them out. They're part of it now. Do what you will. If you're gonna curse me, just curse me. It's easier than picking out the hairs. True. Honestly, very true. Wait, is there a thing with witches and hair then? Sorry, I kind of only registered half of that, clearly. Do witches do stuff with hair? Wait a second, that's the first that I've heard of that. What do witches do with hair? Like... I guess I'd have to ask a witch. I'm not sure I know what a witch does with hair. I'm sure there's something. Then again, I'm not exactly sure what witches do with anything. As someone who is not a witch, I am a little... it's a little bit of an unknown topic for me. But I am curious what witches do with hair and anything else they might take, I suppose. Like, what happens to it? What do you do with it? What do you do with all that hair? Oh dear, I want to skip up a little bit. Yeah. I want to leave some space to fill up with some other colours later, but for now we'll skip up a little. And start filling in this area. Whoop. There you go. Getting a little closer to the other side. The sides will soon kiss. Not quite there yet, but we'll get there. So how to chat about... Oh, sorry. I read that one. I thought that was my, what witches do with hair. They make craft projects out of them, which would honestly be weirdly wholesome. Wouldn't mind that. Wouldn't mind that at all. Oh. Thanks for the egg, CJ. Hell yeah. The very confusing astral egg. Ooh, ooh. And then... Oh yeah, you guys must be able to see the lag. When you redeem the sound alerts and it takes like 30 seconds, that's the level of lag we have here. Yeah, I just realized you guys must have... That's like a good way of testing it, at least for you. Not very useful for me because I don't have my Twitch open, but yeah. Ooh. Oh dear, I don't know, not a witch. Maybe a witch friend I had said don't give them your hair. Not that I listen. I had them scarves and stuff. Yeah, I feel like if you have long hair, it does just kind of end up in everything at some point. If you make the thing. Ideally not food, but everything else, you know? It just sort of hangs around. It's just sort of there. Little hair companion in everything that you do. To be fair, if they're your friends though, I doubt they'd do anything bad, would they? They're probably just messing with you. Oh god, that hair actually is kind of in the way though. Get that one out of the way. Oh dear. Yeah, they're your friends, I doubt. I think you'll be fine. It'd only be like, I guess, if you gave a witch who didn't like you your hair, and then maybe you'd be in trouble. But then also, why are you giving people that don't like you your hair? And why you wouldn't be making them scarves or anything if you didn't like them? I'd assume. That feels like something you'd only do for friends. Oh, also my hand is getting a little tired from this. So I might just stop after this strand so I can give my hand a break, because obviously we're going back to like the smocking decoration on stream tomorrow, and I want to make sure that my hand is okay for that. The secret is that you make a project out of dark green yarn, so then you don't have to go hunting for hair. True! Yeah, if I just match everything to my hair color, then you'll never see. You know what? That's the big brain move right there. Big smart, very smart, like that. Could do that, yes. Alright. Well, we've made some progress today. I mean, this is gonna be a really long project. I think that's pretty obvious, right? Like, this is not gonna be finished in a week or 2 weeks. Probably even 3 weeks, if I have to be honest. I think it's gonna take a bit longer than that. But for like a first day, I think we did pretty good. I think we got some pretty strong starts in there. We do have to go for this one the whole way around here, but like, we made a start. It's a good start. I'm happy. Right, we can't raid. Unfortunately. What I could see is if there's anyone live on Twitch, and I'll just say like, hey, we could head out over there. We could go over, say hi. So I'll maybe just put a link to them in the chat because yeah, raiding on Twitch is not really a thing. And we don't have to say that we're raiding from YouTube. We can just pop over and be like, hi, nice to see you kind of thing, you know? I don't have to make a big old deal about it. Oh yeah, oh, okay. We did go there yesterday though, but I do like it there. Gah. When you have a favorite spot to just hang out in. Oh wait, we go into Feathered. Okay, yeah, I'll link you to Feathered then. It's not a real raid because obviously it's not going to automatically send you all over, and you have the choice whether to click the link or not. But I'm going to be going over to Feathered stream to go check out their stuff. You can join me if you like. Otherwise, I'm going to end stream here. Hell yeah. Oh dear. I hope everyone has a lovely, lovely rest of their day. I'm sorry that it's still a bit janky over here on Twitch. Not on Twitch, on YouTube. We're giving it our best shot, but I'm having a good time with it and I'm enjoying the project. So I think it should go, even if it's a bit janky, I think it should still be okay. Otherwise, I'll see everyone soon and